What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Modine here. Let's get straight to it. So there's a possible cancellation, right? I'm referring to Shatta Wale's show, the May 11th, and here is why. I actually listened to the session he did with Stantall. They had about 3 hours long session with the fans on Twitter, on X, right? And they had a lot of things to talk about. And in that video, when you listen to Shatta Wale closely, it looks like he is going with this new plan to play a bigger auditorium just so he can carve a pathway for the up-and-coming artist. Of course, once that is done, he stands to stamp it on his, his catalog, that hey, he not his catalog but his kind of like his brand, that he performed at so and so place before. It becomes a part of him, right? Whenever you want to talk about anything he has done in the industry, that is going to come up, and he will be the first Ghanaian to have played such a bigger auditorium. We are talking about the Wembley Ovo arena, which has a 12,500 capacity, right? And this will be an upgrade from the O2 Indigo, which has 2,750, right? And I love what he's trying to do. He's trying to listen to the fans, because this year he said he's going to go global. And so the fact that he's thinking already in this light means that he will do whatever it takes to make sure that everybody is happy, you know, because for some time now he's been working, making money for himself. And in the video, he was saying categorically that he would have to invest money into this, right? That means he's looking at bringing other artists on board without necessarily charging the promoters any money. So whatever it takes to go for, let's say, the venue and all those kind of stuff, and the work that is needed to actually make this event lively or make it come to life, he will invest some money, aka via Shaxi, you know, and also they may get a few investments here and there, but basically it's going to come from his pocket. That means all the artists he's going to bring on board, like Kelvin Boy, like Kojo Black, he's talking about Sarkodie as well. All the artists you know that his team are beginning to talk to, he can actually bring them in and will ferry them in there. So it means the hotel, accommodation, flights, and all that kind of stuff. This is a lot of money. And if you want to fly all these people in business class, for example, just to give them the respect they desire, plus their hotel accommodation and all, I mean, it's going to cost nothing less than $5,000 dollars for each one of them. You understand? It is, you want to give them a 5-star treatment. But more importantly, Shatta was stressing on the fact that he wants to give these youngsters the opportunity to be on such a bigger stage together, and also to unlock the Ghanaian audience in the UK to know that we can go for even a much bigger auditorium. He made a significant push over there. Although it's 12,500, he was of the view that even if they are not able to fill everything, and they are able to even put 7,000 people in there, you know, he was talking about himself. He knows that for him, he can go there easily and pull 7K people in there. But then he also knows the power of the young ones coming in, that once they all put their resources together and they perform at such a place, it will actually give them the opportunity to think bigger. And once they give the people a performance they truly deserve, you know, it will be easier to sell the next shows, right? Secondly, they'll be going with the composers. Now, composers themselves, it's like they host shows themselves and people come. So when people know that composers are going to come, composers alone is going to pull about 3K people in, or maybe 2K people in, you know, because they built that brand for themselves, right? And he says it's going to be a live band thing. Now, it's not going to be the live band, you know, but it's going to be a breed of the two, a mix, right? You have the live band and the DJ set, but there's a way it is fused together that makes the sound audible and much better in the ears. You understand? And so there are a lot of things that Shatta is looking to do, and one of the things is to cancel this show for May 11th and actually reschedule something for either August or September. Reason being that in that time it is a summer period and people are more willing to go out to have fun, and perhaps the only thing left now is to get the auditorium. It's going to take time for them to be able to get the place, but I don't know what dates they are contemplating, because in summer, it's definitely going to be difficult to get a booking in any of those places, you understand? And so let's see how it goes, but it's a good move by Shatta Wale for wanting to, first of all, listen to his fans and also try to commit to some of these things. And this is just the starting point, because I know he's going to have to continue to do the same in other jurisdictions that he's been ignoring for a long time. We are talking Gabon, we are talking Sierra Leone, we are talking Liberia, we are talking Kenya. All these other places that he doesn't want to go and unlock, he is ready to start doing things like that to kind of open the path. There was an interesting twist to all this. Bongo Ideas was asking him questions in line that, hey, it looks like you want to bring other people on board simply because you no longer have the capacity to fill those auditoriums. And Shatta was like, no, I can actually go there and do it. But what's the sense in actually putting together a big show like that without bringing on the next generation to impact them? You understand? So it's not just about unlocking that bigger auditoriums, because don't forget, Shatta Wale has performed at that same place before, the Ovo Arena. He performed there with Flavor, Nabania, I think with Davido, and P Square, I think. But P Square, Flavor, for sure, he performed with them at that place, and it was an amazing one. So he's already had an experience when it comes to that very stage, right? Now, it will be a good thing to introduce the youngsters also. So if a Black Sheriff sees it and sees the mix that they are able to generate over there for that very show, it will be easier for them to go out there and host shows. He wants to bring King Promise as well, and these are people that can create a better experience for people overall, which is a good thing. And for me, I'm happy that the composers are going to be there. But the most critical thing is that it's not going to be an event where Shatta is going to make profits from, because he's not going there to charge any promoter to pay him. He is investing to stage that show, more like an investment for the future, for the younger generation, and for himself. One, of course, he's going to benefit from it because he's going to make the name as the first Ghanaian artist to actually sell that place. Kind of like what Sarkodie did back in the years, I think, I don't remember the exact year, but he played at Apollo in the US, right? He brought almost everybody, including Shatta Wale himself, also on that stage. But you see, at the end of the day, it is Sarkodie's name on that very show. That is what it's going to be. Apollo is not, I think it's about 2,000 capacity or so. I'm not sure. I would have to check, or you would have to check for yourself over there. But this is what it is. But aside that, majority of the positive stuff is going to go towards the industry. This is something where I think a lot of bloggers must go out of their way to go there. Personally, I will also be going there. If it's happening in September or August, I will be going there to also support and carry the news and everything else, you understand? And this is a big one, and it will be a huge step for the Ghana music industry, even if they are going to, if it is possible to get government support, because now with the introduction of Black Star Experience, I don't know exactly what the plan is with the Black Star Experience, but going out there in the diaspora, this is going to sell Ghana. And so if they can communicate, the team can communicate with the Black Star Line Experience, Rex Omar, to see how government can even sponsor them to a certain tune to promote the Ghanaian culture. It comes down to the same thing, because then when people experience it, they will just come back to this dirty December thing that is happening always in Ghana, for them to patronize in a very good way. So this is just what I think about this show. But so far, let me know what you think about in the comment section below. I think officially they will cancel that of the May 11th and will announce a new date, with the venue being Ovo Wembley Arena, and I think it's a very nice thing to do. Kudos to Shatta Wale and the team for listening to the guys and listening to all of us that are contributing stuff towards it. So guys, Shatta is open to taking your advice and suggestions and all that. Of course, if it makes business sense, he's going to do it. So if you have any concern, anything that you want them to add to this whole thing, leave it in the comment section below. I'll be reading, he'll be reading. Let's get it. Peace.